Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Lexi and today's video is a favorites video, a 2022 beauty favorites, things that I have tried this year or like the end of last year that I fell in love with, that I'm continually grabbing for, and that will definitely come with me into the new year. We're in the middle of Kinksmas. Today is day 6 out of 12 of my 12 days of Christmas special. So I'm just happy that we're getting through it. It's trying to take me out, but that's neither here nor there. We are getting through it. So let's just dive right into my 2022 beauty favorites. So starting off with makeup, if you follow me on Instagram or TikTok, you know that I have been reaching for the NARS Light Reflecting Foundation regularly. Like, I am in love with that foundation. Even though I have oily skin, even though I usually wouldn't grab for a non-matte foundation, I have been reaching for skin-like natural finishes a lot this year, and I feel like my makeup has never looked better. Like, look at the makeup. I really have mastered what I like and what looks good on my skin, and this foundation is definitely something that stays in my rotation. Also, I'll leave everything linked down below for easy access if you want to check it out and kind of like scroll through, see my shades and stuff like that. So even though this foundation is very skin-like, it's a very natural finish, has like a little sheen to it, it does not budge. Like, I can wear this foundation all day, all night, and I will not look greasy, oily, slippery, which I usually would in the past. But I've been getting my skincare like down a lot. Like, my skincare has been perfect, close to perfect. I think that also plays a part in how good the makeup is lasting on me throughout the day. But this foundation, listen, it's top tier. It literally blends into my skin like skin. Next, I have the Rare Beauty Tinted Moisturizer, which I'm wearing today. So if you see me putting makeup on lately, I'm putting on the NARS Light Reflecting Foundation, or I'm putting on the Rare Beauty Tinted Moisturizer. One of those two. I like my foundation to match everything. Chest, neck, everything. And I feel like these two just blend really seamlessly with the rest of my body, which is something that I really look for when it comes to my foundation matches. So even though this is a tinted moisturizer and I'm not a dry skin girl, it performs really well and it lasts really long on my face. And it has great coverage for a tinted moisturizer, in my opinion. So next I have the Kosas foundation and concealer, which that foundation to me is like long wearing. It's definitely more matte. I wouldn't call it like a super mattifying foundation, but it is on the matter side compared to the NARS and the tinted moisturizer, obviously. But it also is a really long wearing foundation. I don't have the perfect shade match, but once I put on my concealer and like that, it looks really, really good and close to my skin tone. And it's just a really pretty product. So when I want a more full coverage look, I grab that Kosas and the concealer together, amazing. And then next I have the KVD Beauty Good Apple Concealer. Now that concealer blends into my skin seamlessly, and it is the perfect brightening concealer for me. I can't remember all of the shade names right now, but I will list them down below when I put the product name, and then I'll put the link so you guys can just check all that out at once. And the last makeup item I have is the Rare Beauty Liquid Blush. I just have been wearing it regularly, and it's in the shade Grateful. I'm wearing it right now. Sometimes you can build it up or sheer it out. I tried to build it up for the video so you can really see the color. It looks so good on my skin tone. It blends really, really easily. And if you aren't a makeup person, you could easily put on a tinted moisturizer and this liquid blush and like call it a day. And it will give a skin-like finish without having to do too much. If you have dry skin, you won't even need to put any powder on, and it will literally just look so good. So those are my 2022 makeup faves right there. Clearly, I've been loving Rare Beauty, Kosas, and NARS, and a splash of KVD. Last year, I really liked the KVD Good Apple Balm Foundation, which is still a good product, but it's not as long wearing as these that I listed today. But I still reach for that. Like, I want to empty it out. I don't want to waste it. So I'm trying to also empty out what I have. So this list isn't really going to be that long because I don't really buy that much makeup, even though I put makeup content out on the internet. Irrelevant. Okay, and an honorable mention that I almost forgot is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Cream Bronzer. I actually love it more for the shade because the shade is so perfect for me. I'm wearing it today as well. I feel like it looks so good. And I'm in the shade Cool Brown. So now we're gonna get into skincare. The past few years, I've been in my skincare bag for real. I've definitely overexfoliated a few times. I've had to start from scratch a few times because of the overexfoliation that causes me to break out and have scarring and blah, blah, blah. But we're on the up and up right now. We're on the mend, okay? We're doing better and better every day. And I'm so happy that I figured out what my skin likes, what it needs, and just like what is easy and simple for me to do. I don't want a 8 to 10 step skincare routine. I don't want an 8 to 10 step hair care routine. I don't want 8 to 10 step nothing. I want to do 2 to 3 and I'm going to my bed. Like, so I stopped using benzoyl peroxide in 2021 and my skin just like missed it a lot. It went berserk. And it also just like was breaking out, and then I tried to put retinol and trying different things to control my acne but not use benzoyl peroxide, and it was just too much, way too much. So then I left Twitter and YouTube University and I just went to the beginning. Cleanser, moisturizer to heal myself, to regulate what was happening. And then I began to watch like YouTube dermatologists and like just seeing what they recommend, seeing what they, they like. And I kind of like made my routine around those videos and around what I like, and also keeping it extremely simple. So all that to say, the only things in 2022 that I loved, that stuck with me, and that I will probably not leave behind in 2022 is the Innisfree sunscreen. I get it at Sephora. It's very affordable. It does not break me out. It's my perfect like gym morning sunscreen. I wake up, use water on my face, put the sunscreen on, and I go to do my exercise, because a lot of sunscreens break me out. Like, a lot of them do. Something that I recently tried like maybe a month or two ago is Youth to the People face wash. And I tried a sample of it to bring on vacation, and I had to buy the full size. I think it's a green tea face wash. I don't want to lie to y'all. It is so good. It smells good. It's very light on the face. It's not overwhelming or stripping. I just love it. And I use it pretty much every day now. I still have my Biossance cleanser that I love to death and that I will probably always use as well. And they're very similar price points, I believe. So another skincare item that I tried this year that has not left is the Inky List Salicylic Acid Cleanser. So a YouTube derm, or a few different YouTube derms, mentioned this cleanser, and I used it like once or twice a week as my exfoliating night. I keep it really simple and my skin loves this cleanser. So that's my exfoliation for the week, is this cleanser, and it's fire and it's very gentle. I also like the CeraVe one, but when I got this one, I pretty much replaced the CeraVe one with this Inky List one. It's also very affordable and it works really, really well for me. It's the only thing I've tried from the brand, and for right now, I'll probably keep it that way for just to keep my routine simple and to keep my skin from, messing up on me. It works really, really well. Gentle and like hydrating is what I've been in the mood for lately, and it's been working out really, really well for me. And the last skincare item is a skincare item that I tried at the end of 2021 that has been like, I can't not use it. I use it every single day. Every night to be exact. So I used to use it twice a day when I first got it to like help my skin with the acne. But now I use it every single night, and it is the Paula's Choice Azelaic Acid Booster. So I use it every night, and I don't really use it as an exfoliator. I use it as a treatment for acne, and I love it. It did take a while to work, and I feel like if you're not patient or you're in a rush, maybe go see a doctor and figure out what you need to do. But for me, like, it took like about a month to really see like a difference. But once it started working for me, I was sold. And now we're like literally over a year later, and it's definitely a favorite of mine. I don't go a night without it. On my lazy nights that I cannot bear to do much, I will at least wash my face and put on my booster. That's it. So now we're gonna get into some hair care. I did not try that many new hair care products this year, and the ones that I didn't all make it to my favorites list, of course, but I have 3 things that I tried this year that I'm like, okay sis, let's go into 2023. The first item is the Bread Beauty Mud Mask. I love a good clay mask. I'm a clay mask fan, and I tried this. It came in PR, and I did a video using it, so I will leave it linked up in the card somewhere above my head. And it works really well. It's very softening. It's also very cleansing. And I genuinely had a great experience when I used it. My curls was popping. It was very softening. So I would highly recommend the Bread Beauty Mud Mask. And then I was looking back on some content that I have put out, because it's easy to forget, you know, all the stuff that I make and put out and talk about. And I was looking back and I was like, man, I loved this mask. And that's the Pattern Beauty Transition Mask. I did not think that I was gonna care about that product that much. I just tried it on a whim, and wow, like, it was a great pre-poo. Essentially, it is a pre-poo. You put it on before you wash your hair, and my hair really liked it. It had lots of slip. It was very softening, so I definitely have to put it on this list. And the last thing on the hair care portion of the list is the Melanin Hair Care Deep Conditioner, because my hair genuinely loved that product. If you've seen the video, you know, like, slip, moisture, it was very bouncy. It was just very like, it smelled really good. I had a good experience with that as well. So those 3 items, they're all masks, funny enough, have made it to my 2022 favorites list in terms of hair care. I didn't try that many new products, but these, like right here, definitely made it to my list. So now all we have is fragrance. So I'm not a fragrance girl, but basically I am now, because I have been getting a few different fragrances in PR. I've also been testing, smelling, trying things out on my own and figuring out what I like, what I don't like, my favorite scents and stuff like that. And wow, like, I mean, I've tried a lot this year, but in terms of favorites, I have narrowed down to 3. So let's get into it. The first one is the Prada Paradox perfume. It smells so good. It smells so good. I'm not gonna go through the notes and like stuff like that. If you're interested in fragrances or you've looked into it already, you know what I'm talking about. You can also look up the notes or go to Sephora and have a sniff, because, or Ulta too, have a sniff, because whew, it smells great. And then I have the Valentino Born in Roma fragrance. I feel like they are in a similar family, like the Prada Paradox and the Born in Roma are in a similar family, and I like that family. And then I have one more that's like brand new to me. Like, I bought it like over Black Friday. They had it on half off at Ulta, and I had to try it. I had a little gift card I wanted to use, and you know, I had my little excuses or whatever to spend it. Wow, it is the Mugler Alien Goddess. Wow, it smells so good. Like, and it's very different. I do feel like that one is different than the other 2 that I listed. And I know it's not new, but it just smells amazing. And it was on sale, so I got it. And I was like, wow, this is great. So I had to put it on. All right, you guys. So that is my list. That's my 2022 beauty favorites list. Let me know what you've tried this year that you are loving in terms of hair care, skincare, makeup, whatever, fragrance, whatever. I want to know, because I love to find out what y'all love, so I can try it out myself, you know what I'm saying, see if I love it too. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you tomorrow in day 7. Whew, we are pushing these videos out and we are tired, but we are making it. Bye guys.